Man, what is good, YouTube? I'm going to be breaking down 10 top-level UFC fighters that will never touch a title in the UFC. And they're all going to be top level. So I'm not just going to go off and name like a whole bunch of unranked fighters. But like first off, I'm going to start off strong too. He got the title fight coming up. I'm going to say Dustin Poirier never touches the title ever again. Obviously, Dustin Poirier, he's been on the top for a while, but he's been slowing down. You can see it in his fights. He's been not doing as good. His wrestling defense has not been getting any better. His takedown defense is not good. Now we got Islam, someone that's going to take him down and compete with him on the striking. Bro, he's not getting no title. All right, next up, I'm going to say Justin Gaethje never touches the title. I was going to have Dustin and Justin on this, like, even before their last losses. I really believe in that age 35 thing. There's only, like, 2 wins out of a whole bunch. They were both Tyron Woodley, and that's welterweight. That's one of the higher weights. Obviously, Justin Gaethje, he just got dominated and slept by Max Holloway. The older you get, bro, your chin's not going to hold up as good. You're going to slow down. It's just natural. Now we got Islam Makhachev as champion. I don't see Justin Gaethje passing Charles Oliveira. Now he's behind Max Holloway. He's not going to beat Islam Makhachev. Justin Gaethje, bro, I always thought that he would be a tough matchup for Islam because he has pretty good takedown defense and he has the dangerous striking. And then it's just, Islam just kept getting better. Justin Gaethje, it's like, even though he's been looking better and better and better, Max Holloway just shut him down. And that's not good when you're 36 and then you get knocked out like that. Already taking damage in his career. Like, that's not good at all. All right, the next fighter, it's another lightweight, bro. I'm just naming lightweights, but I don't think Jalen Turner is going to win a UFC title at all. He's like, oh my God. As good as a striker he is, I don't see Jalen Turner getting a UFC title at all. There's a reason he's 14-7. Yeah, he was taking losses when he's young, but now he's getting, come on, bro. When you get someone that's like tough and has heart like Hooker and Moicano, he just doesn't have the heart to match it, and he gets finished. Like, come on. He just fades. Even though I gave him the Hooker fight, he just keeps, like, he fades in tough fights, and that's not going to work out in 5 rounds. I don't care how good of a striker he is. Anybody that is halfway decent and has heart beats him. I don't understand. This man is not making it to the top, bro. And he's actually shown some, like, decent takedown, like, defense against, like, Gamrot, but Hooker, he faded. Moicano, he faded. The Hooker one, like, I was going to let that slide, but and then Moicano comes out here. He tries to do a walk-off, and then the next round, he basically just gave up. He got taken down, was taking some shots. He didn't want to give up his back. No one wants to do that against Moicano. I get it, but, bro, he just got ground and pounded, gave up, TKO, kick him out the UFC. He's not championship worthy. That's what I'm saying, motherfucker. The other fighter that ain't making it, Belal Muhammad is not getting the UFC title. UFC's waiting him out for a reason. I think he's like 36 now. He might even be pushing 37. I don't even know. But Leon Edwards is champion right now. Horrible matchup. Because Leon Edwards, he's shown some takedown defense. He got the slick striking. Belal's been improving on his striking. His wrestling's pretty good, but it's not like crazy. It's not Islam level. It's not Gamrot, Arman. It's not Kamaru Usman. It wasn't even Kobe level. He hasn't really shown that level of wrestling. He showed some good wrestling. His striking's improving, but he's just running. And I think if he got a rematch with Jeff Neal would knock him out. Come on, bro. If you get a good boxer that has takedown defense, I see him get him slept. All those fighters I just listed, those are like tough ones, but like, come on, I'm going even tougher with this one. I'm gonna say Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen, he's still young. I'm pretty sure he's like, he's either high 20s, low 30s. I'm not too sure. Arnold Allen is not winning a championship. I'm going to say it now. I just think there's better people than him in the division. We got Evolov. We got Taforia, who's still young. Holloway's still technically young. But Arnold Allen, I just think there's going to be some newcomers that are going to come up. I don't think his chin's like too much of the greatest. I don't think he has the best striking style. He's good, but I just don't see him lasting too long. He's going to have his fun at the top, and then he's going to drop down. That's what's going to happen. And I'm just saying it. It's kind of guess. I could definitely see him getting title shots. Like, he showed the crazy scrambles against Evolov, which is really good. He had a competitive fight with Holloway. But come on, bro. I'm not going to say just easy people that obviously we know that's not going to win a title fight. Like, I'm going to say Arnold Allen's never going to win a title. Never going to win a championship. I just don't think he has all the tools and shit, bro. I just don't see Arnold Allen reaching a high enough level to get the championship, bro. Next fighter that is not going to touch a title is Colby Covington. Colby Covington is going to come nowhere near a title anymore. Everyone's catching up. The game's moving on. People are getting better takedown defense. His striking's not good enough to compete with people. And he's like, okay, he had one off fight. And that Leon Edwards fight was just a horrible look for him. He was not able to use his pace like he normally does. Like, I'm pretty sure I want to pick him against like someone like Jack Della, but I don't even know if I could do that. I don't know if I could rely on him to keep the same pace that he normally does. I realized he was off for I know he was off for like a long time before the Leon fight, but that was still like a horrible look. And he's getting older. That's not going to help. I'm pretty sure his time passed and the new up-and-comers are going to take over type shit. Yeah. All right, another fighter. Mateus Gamrot is not touching the title. No way he's going to get a title. He might get a title shot, but he's probably like one fight away. He had the fluke his last win against Fiziev. Fiziev was looking the best he's ever done, and then he just like tears his leg. And Gamrot, even though he's on the come up, he's up there in age too. I'm pretty sure he's up there with like Poirier and Gaethje, so that's not going to help at all. And plus, he's too much of a one-dimensional fighter. He has like insane wrestling, but he has no striking at all. The game's moving on. You can't just not be able to strike. They're going to pass him up. Gamrot is going to drop out the top 5 pretty soon. All right, another fighter that I don't think is going to get a UFC title. I risked it a little bit with this one, but I'm going to say Brendan Allen does not get a UFC title. He had the same problem with Chris Curtis as he had in the past, but Chris Curtis, he's been slowing down. Allen's been getting better, but he still had the same problem with the boxer. He had good takedown defense. I don't see him beating people. I see him getting a title shot, maybe having a couple shots at the title, but I don't see him winning it. I think there's just too much better people in that division. We got DDP. I don't see him beating Strickland. I don't see him beating Hamzat unless Hamzat completely gasses out. I don't see him beating Whitaker. I just don't see it. I don't think he has good enough striking to compete with a lot of the top contenders. In his grappling, even he has really good submission skills, but I don't see him having good enough wrestling. He is young. He is 27, so I am risking it saying that he's not going to get a UFC title. But I just think the people right now are going to beat him. I think the new up-and-comers later are going to pass him up. It's not like he's some like crazy athletic dude, and I just see people passing him up. This next person, I like this person. Some of the best striking in the UFC, but Yair Rodriguez is not going to touch a title. Like, come on, bro. I would love to see Yair Rodriguez get a title. He looked like he was getting better submissions on the ground. His jiu-jitsu was upgrading, and but his wrestling sucks. If you take him down, you're going to be able to keep him down, and he gets down pretty easy. And honestly, he'd probably do a lot better with the takedown defense if he was just on the outside picking his shots, but he fights aggressive. He has a fun style, but it's just not good for him because every time he gets aggressive, he's just going to get taken down, and it's going to be like pretty easy. And I'm pretty sure he had some good cardio. The Ortega fight, Rodriguez, he always had like pretty good cardio, but in that Ortega fight, he kind of faded. At the same time, it's not Mexican, like it's in Mexico. Fucking, oh my god. Yair Rodriguez, I'm not going to use the Ortega fight like of him gassing out too much against him because everybody on that card was gassing out. It was like worse than Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City, fucking Evolution. What the hell is that shit called? I know like Salt Lake City's elevation was pretty high in Mexico, like city or whatever. I'm pretty sure Mexico City, I don't know exactly where they were at, but somewhere in Mexico, I'm pretty sure it was like double that. And that's already insane. Like, come on, bro. Everybody was gassing out at the Denver card or whatever. Everybody was gassing out at the Salt Lake City card, so everyone was gassing out even worse at the Mexico card. So that did not help out at all. But anyways, next fighter that I don't think is going to touch a UFC title is, I forgot, I got to double check who I wrote. Marlon Vera. That's the next top contender that's not going to touch a UFC title. Marlon Vera, I like Marlon Vera. Every time I want him to get better, it's the same exact thing. He's letting people out-volume him. He has all the right tools. And I don't think his takedown defense is good enough to compete with people. He has that ability to find a shot, but that's not a reliable ability to win a UFC title. He can fluke a title. I kind of picked him to fluke a title against O'Malley. And that was like probably one of my worst picks I ever fucking made in my life. I don't know why the hell I even thought that. I did not even really think it though. I was just kind of banking on him getting lucky, but that did not work out at all. Marlon Vera is not going to touch the UFC title. I don't even see him getting another shot, to be honest. There's just like some pretty good wrestlers, people coming up. Corey Sandhagen's getting better at wrestling, so he'd probably beat him. I see Peter Yan beating him, Rob beating him. Corey Sandhagen's going to beat him. He's not going to touch O'Malley again. Song Yadong's probably going to take him down. He's getting that improvement in wrestling, so Song Yadong's going to take him down. And he has good enough striking to compete with him. But I do notice something with Marlon Vera fights. Like, I noticed, like, later in the fight goes, it's like he almost gives up takedowns in the beginning on purpose. And then he just all of a sudden has, like, pretty good takedown defense. I don't know why. I think he likes being off his back, and that does not help at all. He gets taken down too easily, and he doesn't have enough volume. You're not going to win a UFC championship by landing a lucky shot. But anyways, I guess that's it, because that's 10 fighters. I'm still pretty new to the fucking this shit. I don't do this. This is not what I do. I'm going to try to work on shit and get this shit better.